Hello there, it is the final of the Showdown Esports event. I am your host, Mission, and today we have got some insane players. I can't wait for it, honestly. It will be starting at 6 p.m, the first match. Obviously, if you could show the bracket, we are looking forward to this. We've got a load of high-caliber players today. I can't wait for it, honestly. We've had 8 weeks of insane matches, and it's boiled down to 8 players. It will be Orkan, Storm, Flo, RX, Colin, Snowy, Cairo, Tom. There's a couple of mismatches here and there, but in general, these are your final 8 players. And obviously, we will be starting at 6 p.m. today. These are your final 8 players. Obviously, make sure you are cheering them on, especially if you are friends with some of them. I know some of you definitely are friends. But yeah, that is so far. If you would like to show us the bracket as well, we have got an insane bracket for you today, starting at 6 p.m. today. We will, sorry, 1 second. We are just showing the wrong screen right now, but we are getting right back there. No worries whatsoever. But any more questions, we will let you know as well. So obviously, Orkan, Storm, Flo, RX, Colin. There is a couple of mismatches here and there, so in case your name is there. A couple of people are substitutes, obviously, in case people could not join, in case people, I don't know, had something on. We did have a couple of subs, as plenty of people did qualify for this event. But obviously 8 people do remain. But yeah, we are going to be looking on the bracket to make sure how everyone is playing. And it is just about to come up. As we see here, there's a couple of mixed matches, but we definitely do have Foos playing first match at 6 p.m. today. I believe instead of Snowy, we do have someone called Flo, who was very prominent in the qualifiers. Then we do have Colin versus Pulsar, both very 2 high-caliber players in the qualifiers. Obviously, RX is being replaced by... Oh, no, Flo is playing at 6:20. We have a couple of little mismatches. Everyone is still playing anyway. And obviously, Flo's playing at 6:20, but I believe it's going to be Orkan playing instead of Snowy, as I think he has a pool tournament tonight. So wish him luck in that, obviously. And then we do have Cairo, very, very good player. I do hear about him in scrims a lot. Obviously, we've got Storm as well, one of the top people in the qualifiers. And of course, we've got Tom, who is also... I believe he did qualify in the most previous tournament, so well done to you as well. Very, very high caliber players today, but obviously we are starting in just over 10 minutes from now. Can't wait for the matches, and we are also just going to make sure everyone can join. But in the meantime, across the last few weeks, I believe we have a couple of clips of the players who have been competing. I believe Orkan, we do have some highlights from him, some key highlights we did see in the last 2 or 3 months of the qualifiers. And yeah, as you see on the screen right now, we are showing some insane goals by him. Like, look at this control here. Gets the reset, goes below 50. Like, what a shot there by him, of course, against Assassin there. Assassin was a very good player, but didn't unfortunately get knocked out in that previous matchup. But now it is Orkan versus Kizzy in this matchup. Kizzy obviously played in our main event the other day. Unfortunately, did get 2 chances, actually. However, there was just some very high-caliber players in this tournament. And unfortunately... only some people could rise up. But yeah, so far, we're seeing some insane players. Here's Storm with a reset there, with the double flip reset. That was one of the best goals I've definitely seen in some of these qualifier tournaments. See a few more goals here. The car control by Storm, we hope to see it again today. Obviously, the reset's there. We know Storm is very prolific when it comes to getting those resets. The car control from him, he conserves his boost, gets it right in there. And obviously, sometimes the opponent is saving it, but overall... we've had some insane players. Again, we're going to show it on the screen again here, but Flo, a lot of these high ranks, we do see a lot of car control. Hopefully, we do see it today. In case you're on the Twitch chat, to make sure you are saying hello to all of us. We have got some insane matchups today. If you do want to learn how to get better at Rocket League, or just watch along with your friends, then we all will be guaranteeing some insane matches today. Like, insane is an understatement, to be honest. We're literally having some of the best gameplay, potentially in Europe tonight. So stick around, because we're here from about 6 p.m. until about 8:30. So we're over 2 hours, 2 hours pretty much, of guaranteed high-level, potentially SSL gameplay right now. Top 0.1 potentially %. So it's definitely worth your watch here. The winners will be getting Corsair merchandise. We can't confirm exactly, specifically what you will be getting, but it will be worth a considerable amount, and it is definitely worth playing for. But that being said, we have got 8 people competing today. We had 16 people the other day. Obviously, it has boiled down to 8. If you would like to show us one more time the people who are competing in this tournament, in the top 8, really, we will obviously be showing you, just to make sure everyone does know in the bracket who is playing. We are just getting right into it. Bracket will be shown on your screen right now. Almost. We're having a couple of technical difficulties. Here we are. We've got the bracket here, and it will be Orkan, Storm, Flo, Colin, Cairo, Tom, and then we've got a couple of replacements because some people that we did have in this tournament are high rank, but we wanted to obviously give the priority to people who did participate in our tournaments. I know a couple of people have been let off, but we've still got 8 people regardless. Top ranked gameplay, so you are going to be watching some very good Rocket League today regardless. And obviously we are starting our first match at 6 p.m. We do have the brackets on your screen, as well as in terms of who's playing at what time. So obviously if you are in this tournament, you'll be playing at certain times within 6 to 6:40 p.m. And then obviously if you get through that, you'll be asked to join back around 7 p.m. We'll have to just double check on that bracket, of course. But the finals is expected to be about 7:45 p.m. And obviously the tournament is expected to be finished before 8:30 p.m. So we are just loading up right now. As you see, match 1 starts at 6 p.m. Match 2 starts at 6:10. Match 3 starts at 6:20. And obviously match 4 starts at 6:30. And then obviously the end of the quarterfinals will be ended by approximately 6:40 p.m. And then we'll have a quick break. And then we will go to match 5, which will be first semi-final at 7 p.m. GMT, I mean. So obviously English time if you're in Europe. I know a few people are from Europe in this stream. So make sure obviously you are taking in for an hour later. And obviously second semi-final will be at 7:20 p.m, which will be another semi-final best of 3. So obviously first round is best of 1. You'll need to win 1 match, whereas in the best of 3s in the semi-final, you'll need to win 2 matches. Obviously, if you do get to the semi-final, it will be approximately 7:45. So if you are especially competing in this tournament, make sure that you are around from around 6 p.m. to about just after 8 p.m. Regardless. But yeah, semi-finals will be starting at around 7:30 p.m. in general, and then obviously the grand finals will be starting about 7:45. These are approximate times. They're not 100% times, but it is very approximately and is very likely to happen. But that being said, yeah, top 2 do get prizes, so we will be contacting you after for the prizes to make sure that you are getting them. Very well deserved. This tournament has been quite a grueling one, but regardless, we are going to come out with some insane players this tournament. That being said, we're just going to make sure that everyone is joining. I mean, yeah, it does look like everyone is available. Obviously, this is an invite-only tournament, so people who have qualified through the open qualifiers, anyone could join. And then obviously the top people from each tournament did manage to get invited to this main event. And then we have the top 16 from the other day. And then that did boil down to top 8. And obviously we do have the best players competing in this tournament. We're going to have some insane plays tonight, guys. We're going to have some ceiling shots. We're going to have some flip resets. We're going to have some pinches. We're going to have everything. Let us know in the chat what you think is going to happen tonight. Let us know who you think is going to win. Just let us know everything. Ask us some questions. I'm just going to double check some questions actually in the chat as well. But there is another bracket just because that we're trying to give everyone who is qualified the chance so far. And I'm just going to double check myself as who's in the chat because right now I can't quite see on the chat. But oh, here we are. He couldn't make it. Who couldn't make it? Oh, okay. People are in the chat. Hello to all of you. Make sure if you are playing, you are DMing us, making sure that you are ready. We have already given the info to everyone competing. So in case you are competing, make sure you are joining that. But regardless, any questions, just let us know in that admin chat. And hopefully we will be able to let you know any more info. But that being said, we've had this for the last 2 or 3 months, this tournament. We are boiling it down to 8 people. This is some of the best gameplay you will ever see. I know I keep saying it, but I've got to say it again. SSL gameplay. Forget about RLCS. Remember Showdown Esports, because this is going to be a good one. And yeah, some people do seem to believe there's going to be some good plays in there. Let us know if you are competing. Let us know what how you think you're going to do, because we do know some people who are competing are in the chat today as well. And also, we've asked a few questions from players as well going into this tournament. I believe we asked Foos, and I think we asked a few people, to be honest. But I believe that the general sort of answer was, I'm going to go into my best mentality. That's what you should be doing. In general, going into these sort of tournaments, it is a high caliber tournament. You want to be going there regardless, positive mentality. And even if you lose, you've got to be thinking, like, as long as I tried my best, then I've got nothing bad to feel about. Because if you're going in there trying your best, then that's all that matters, really. But yeah, we have got some supporters in the chat, so obviously make sure you are supporting, especially if you do have any players that you specifically want to win, then do let us know as well, as I know some of you are definitely friends with some of the people competing today. But we will guarantee you some insane games today, regardless. We've got some I don't know if you guys can even comprehend how good the matches are going to be. We are starting the first match in approximately 3 minutes from now. And we might just be taking a minute break or so just while we can set things out. But we will be right back and make sure to get some hype going. Welcome back. We are just having a couple of technical difficulties just while we're getting people in, but we are back. We've got the first match. Make sure both people are joined. They are joined. Let's get it going. Go, 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 players, in this best of one quarterfinals. And it will be Foos versus Orkan. And we do start now. And we are just going to the other screen right now, and it will be Foos, and it will be Orkan. And it does look like Foos. Going for a flick already. He does miss a little bit there, but it will be a demo. It's going to be a goal already for Foos. And Foos, what a physical play by him there. Not the best flick ever, but somehow had the boost, has the control. And what a demo in 13 seconds already. I can't believe what I'm seeing. But what a game so far. 13 seconds in, 1-0. Let us know who you think's winning in this first match. Let us know along in the chat as well who you think is having a chance of winning today. But it will be Foos versus Orkan. He does get a shot there in this quarterfinal matchup right now. First quarterfinals of the day, and one goal has been placed at this time. Make sure to share about the stream as well, guys. We're trying to get as many people in this stream as possible, because we've got some insane matches for you today. 1-0 as it stands. This could be a double tap here, and it's not going to be in. But it must be another double tap option here, and it does look like Foos. Quite awkward there. Will be a 50-50 again. Quite low boost. And he keeps going all the way back here. And he's looking for another flick potentially. Might be going the entire way. Might be going for a 50-50. Foos playing quite safe. Almost got demoed there, actually. And he does continue to keep pushing forward. Does look like Orkan now, trying to control it. Bringing it all the way back. Now Foos. Foos going for a few fakes here. Just trying to play a few mind games. He might have a chance here, but Orkan just starves him of boost. Almost forces him, actually, somehow to use all the boost. I don't know how he does that, but what I do know is that Foos is on the counter-attack now, but Orkan is there. Orkan, obviously, originally, I believe someone called Snowy was supposed to be playing, but Orkan, he was like, you know what, I want to play this match. And obviously, Snowy was all right with that. That being said, that is 1-1 right now. Orkan all tied up in 1 minute and 40 seconds into the game. And almost got a goal there. I think Foos just got a little bit... wasn't quite ready for that shot. That's all I can really say about that. As it obviously off the post, quite hard to read. But 1-1, 1 minute 40. Let us know who you think's going to win. It is a best of one in these quarterfinals, so obviously whoever does win this match will be through. But that being said, what a doomsy dish there by Orkan and conserving the boost. And the kickoff win there does flip into the ball, does hit the center of the ball, and ultimately gets the goal. And that's really what you want. The physicality there by Orkan is certainly proving to be quite prominent. That being said, it is a kickoff win here for Orkan. He's got 400 boost here. He's going to go the entire way. He does actually fake it there. I think he's just trying to get Foos to potentially overcommit here, really. Does seem like Orkan is playing a bit more of a defensive approach at a lot of points. Does go for the reset there, but however, Foos does save it. Now can Foos punish? It looks like he might be able to. Has it in? It might be in. It is in. And all tied up again. And for the second time, we are definitely tied up. We have some insane goals so far. Maybe both players just warming up a little bit right now, but nevertheless, let's not denote any of these players because they are looking and to get some wins, and they are hungry to get more goals. That being said, hello to everyone joining. Let us know your predictions. We've got some very high caliber gameplay. We will say it once. We will say it again. And obviously, if you are, especially low rank, and you're trying to improve your gameplay, just trying to improve your skills, watching pro players is one of the best things. These guys aren't quite pro, but I tell you what, they are the highest rank in the game, and they are determined and hungry to get these dubs. And it will be Orkan now with the boost. He might be going for a potential double tap there. It will be another touch there by Orkan, just trying to control it here and there. And we have finally got game sound now. Obviously, Foos now will be having the boost. He might be able to go again there, but Orkan, the defensive masterclass right now. We saw a little bit from Kizzy. It's almost like Orkan has... he's just adapted from how Kizzy played before. Obviously, Kizzy is a much lower rank from him, from what we know. But obviously, when Kizzy was playing Orkan before, he was playing very defensive, getting a lot of saves. But that being said, it's almost like Foos has taken Kizzy's defensive plays and taken it with him. And he seems to be implementing now in his game. So despite Kizzy being out, he's in the way, perceived way, it seems like he's actually helped Orkan, especially in this defensive apartment. department, I should say. That being said, 3-2 right now. I think Kizzy is one of the people in our chat. He did make it to the main event. Obviously, props to him for all the effort he did put in. Unfortunately, did get eliminated, but Orkan is here to fight and stay alive. And he might be going for a fake here. Just trying to do a few mind plays. Does seem like this is something that Foos likes to do. He likes to get in the mind of Orkan, whereas Orkan likes to go for a lot more defensive plays. So there's two very distinct play styles here. And it is 3-2. Once again, we are right back. And it does seem like Orkan, he has been playing in most of these qualifiers. In fact, he has literally been winning a few of our qualifiers. And he's really been dedicated to these matches over the last 2 or 3 months. And I tell you now, this is the final battle, and he's really clutching up. He's really showing that he's not letting all those 2 months of qualifiers go to waste. He's had all the experience, and it's paying off right now. 4-2. And yeah, Orkan, really good from him. Foos as well. Foos been competing a lot. I believe we did see a taunt win or 2 in the qualifiers. Obviously, if anyone did not know, we did have 8 to 10, I believe 8 qualifiers, open qualifiers that anyone could join leading up to this. Obviously, the top 2 to top 4 people per tournament did get invited to this main event, which is happening technically this weekend / earlier this week. And it has obviously boiled down. I believe we had probably about a couple hundred people overall literally doing these qualifiers. We boiled it down to 16, and now we're down to 8, and this is literally the final showdown. And obviously Orkan here, go for another goal, and Orkan finding his way forward. And what a match we do have in this first quarterfinals of the day. We've got many more matches to come through. Obviously, we have got players like Flo. We've got players like Storm. We got Cairo. And we have, there's so many players off the top of my head that are very good. But nevertheless, we are looking forward to it. I believe next we are watching Colin versus Pulsar. But let's keep focusing on this game for now. It is 15 seconds left. It could be a win for Orkan here. That could just be the nail in the coffin there for Orkan. And certainly not beefing up, but he's certainly finding those plays and eating all that pork, getting the protein, and certainly pushing through with that physicality. 5-6-2 right now. And this could just be the end of game 1. Orkan taking it. Good effort by Foos. But nevertheless, Orkan will be your semi-finalist of the Showdown Esports main event. Well done in that first game. Obviously, really good game then for both players. We will just be having our next players joining in a couple of seconds. We will go to a minute break. So obviously, make sure you do stick around, get a drink, because we've got some insane matches coming to you in just a few moments. Hello, we are right back. We are just showing you this match right now. We are just getting right into it. We do apologize for the technical difficulties, but we are into the next match. It will be Pulsar versus Colin. And as we see here, Colin go for the first goal. Potentially there, it will be the first goal, and controls it, and it does go right in as so. We do apologize again for the technical difficulties. Make sure that you are letting us know in the chat if you are watching on. Make sure you get some shares, especially on TikTok, Twitch, anything really. As we're trying to get as many people watching this high-ranked gameplay. We love to see it. And it will be a kickoff win here for Colin. Obviously, Colin, I believe, did play the couple of qualifiers. Did do very well. I'm not sure if he was present for the entire qualifiers, but he certainly has proved that he is up there, especially with Pulsar as well. We did see him play, especially in the round of 16 recently. I think he did win the first time. He did win the first time against Kizzy, as Kizzy did get a second chance to fill the other players, but he did manage to get the win here. He has earned himself. I'm pretty sure everyone in this tournament has earned themselves a spot. But the question is, who can do it? Pulsar versus Colin, and it is 1 minute into the game. Both players really have been pushing for it, but Colin there does get a very juicy save, and it will be another chance here, or a first big chance here for Pulsar. Might go for a flick. He's actually misflipped that, to the point that he's actually faked out Colin. I think Colin was expecting something a bit more momentum-based there, but that was more fake-based in this scenario, and it will be 1-1. 3 minutes 48 left, and we could have a potential upset here. From what we know, we do know Colin is probably the favourite in this match. However, Pulsar is proving that not to be the case, at least not right now anyway. That being said, Colin does get a second goal here. Does find his footing. And now, obviously, Pulsar will need to make sure he's conserving that boost, not pushing up too much, because it did seem like they're maybe pushing up a little bit too much there, maybe getting a little bit greedy potentially. Obviously, Colin punishing him. He said punishing Colin. But obviously, Colin is the punisher. And now it does look like Colin might be going the entire way. He might be able to go for a fake here. He does go for the fake. He tried to do what Pulsar did, but Pulsar did not get fooled by it. And in fact, he does capitalize. Does look like both players do like to capitalize in these matches. They don't like to just give away plays. They're definitely straight onto it. They're very tight when it comes to finding those opportunities and, of course, executing them. But that being said, we have got 3 minutes 24 left right now. 2-2. All tied up. Question is, who is going to win, guys? Let us know in the chat. Everyone in the chat right now, in case anyone does not know what's happening, this is the main event of the playoffs, where we've got the highest ranked people competing for Corsair merchandise. And I'll tell you now, Corsair is not a cheap brand. But I'll tell you what is more expensive. It's a lot of these potential mistakes that could happen in this match. They will be very expensive to the players if they do, and it will cost them a lot if they do make them. But that being said, 2-2 right now, and it does look like Pulsar just trying to play more of a patient approach here. It does look like he knows that Colin is quite mechanical. I think we've seen it from before. Colin definitely does like to go for those mechanical plays. Obviously, Pulsar, probably the less mechanical players of the two. But right now, Colin does get the third goal. I think he just keeps at him. It's almost like bullying in the playground right now. Colin just creating so many opportunities. And Pulsar playing generally really efficient in defense. He's generally playing patient, allowing Colin to come to him. It's just that Colin, he's very resilient. He keeps coming back at you. He doesn't give you space to breathe, really. And ultimately, it could be a tied-up match here. That being said, Pulsar, out of nowhere, it seems, has all the boost, has all the control, and it gets an edge and almost scares Colin there in positioning. Colin, good positioning there, but it's almost like Colin was a little bit worried that maybe Pulsar might go for a demo. I don't think we've seen many demos from either players in this match. Not demos present from what I know anyway, but what I do know is that Colin might be going for a fourth here. He might go for a fake here. He's gone for the low 50 fake, and this is something we actually saw earlier in the tournament from, I believe, Orkan, or I think it's Orkan, or it was Flo. I think it was Orkan. But if you were watching in the pre-show, we did see one of those games where, or one of those clips, I should say, where Orkan, he did something very similar to that. Orkan just played as well. He did actually make it through. But he basically went for a flick and then faked it, and then he actually went for a 50-50, and obviously it did work in his favor and he managed to get an extra touch. But yeah, it does seem like those sort of low 50 plays, a lot of high ranks do generally like to utilize. Obviously, in case you're on the chat, let us know who you think is going to win. We've got some very high ranked players tonight competing for some very expensive merchandise. But I tell you right now, Pulse up, 1 goal deficit. He will need to go for another goal here. He does go for a demo, but it does look like Colin does dodge it. And now he will be punishing. And Colin, the Punisher. Forget about the Punisher. Remember, Mr. Colin. 5-3 now. Not over yet. I would not say that Colin is in a position where he can sit back, relax, it's all chill, happy days. You know what I mean? He has to generally still be focusing here because we've seen the potential from Pulsar here. He likes to go for those air dribbles. He likes to go for those bumps. Hasn't quite utilized those bumps yet, but he is definitely showing Colin that he is capable of getting those bumps, and he's not scared to go and get a few if he wants to. That being said, another flick here. It might be over the top, and it will be a goal here. And Pulsar, for the most part, keeping up with Colin. But right now, does seem like Colin just edging out in front a little bit. It does look like he is going in for the kill, potentially. But 1 minute 18 left, and we still have a game on our hands. It's not over yet for the players. I was going to say it's down but not out. But obviously, regardless, it is not over yet indeed. Obviously, Colin almost being demoed there again. And Pulsar, we do know his edge was a quite a good hit. He might go the entire way. He's off the post. That could have just cost him yet another goal there. I think it will do. And now Colin is in very good position to be winning this game. Pulsar, it's gonna require him a little bit of luck, a lot of challenges here. That's all I'm going to say. At this point in the time, you can't be messing about. You've got to be cutting in, finding every opportunity because he's only got 56 seconds left. And I tell you, it is possible, but it is not a lot of time. It is really leaving it to the last second here. And Pulsar trying to go for a 50-50 there, but I tell you now, Colin's been to the gym and he's certainly working out his arms today as he holds that 50-50 down. And Pulsar, good 50-50 in general. I think Colin is just really strong on them, and now he is showing that he is. He's definitely one of the better players of this tournament, with no shadow of a doubt. But that being said, it does look like Pulsar might be going for another shot here. Probably his last chance if he does really want to get here, and it does seem like Colin times it perfectly there, and he might just be going on the ball here and potentially going for a reset. He does get a reset. He might go again. He might go again. He gets the musty ball on save there by Pulsar. And Pulsar gets bumped again. That could have just been his tournament ended there with all those bumps. He probably did need to get a goal there, but he's still got a few more chances here. Maybe to rock a few back up. 12 seconds left now on the ceiling. He might go for a pinch here. He might go for another touch. He does get another shot, but it does go off the crossbar. That is very unfortunate. And your game in the quarterfinals will be going to Colin, where he will be going into those semi-finals. Good match by both players. I think Colin has just, as I said, he's certainly been pumping some weight. He's been pumping iron, and it does certainly show. We will be going to our next quarterfinals match in just a few moments. We will go into just a quick minute break once again, as we do make sure the players can join. But thank you everyone watching so far. Let us know your thoughts of how the players and the tournament's going so far. And we are starting this next match. We are getting right into it. It will be Flow versus Cairo in this third quarterfinals. We are starting right now. It will be a goal straight off for Flow there. Just want to make sure both players were definitely ready. I did not see the first couple of seconds of that match. So in case there was any sort of mismatches, just let us know in the chat. But from what I see, nothing too bad there. That being said, it will be 1-0 for Flow there. And we've got two potentially SSLs playing right now, two of the top rank in the game. Make sure you are watching along. It will be Cairo versus Flow. Obviously, yeah, we have seen Flow playing a few of the qualifiers. I think he did win at least one of the qualifiers. Also, we do know Cairo does play alongside Storm, who is playing after this match. Storm, obviously, we all know Storm, one of the best players competing in the qualifiers leading up to this. But Cairo being one of his best friends, we are definitely expecting to see something good here. 1-1 right now, that being said. And a very close match as it stands. It will be a kickoff win here for Float. Does look like Float has got 400 boost here. He might be able to get in the entire way. Obviously, winner of this tournament will be getting the Corsair merchandise. So it is a lot to play for. But right now, it is best of ones in the third quarterfinal. It will be a goal there from Cairo. It does seem like Float did overcommit a little bit. And we will just watch this one more time. Obviously, yeah, Cairo playing patient. Does find the open net. And does conserve his boost just about all right. That being said, two SSLs playing for Corsair merchandise right now. This is only the quarterfinals, by the way, guys. We got many more matches to show you today. Almost Cairo, and that's going to be an own goal. And no. Flow, I think he was just trying to control the ball there, but it's not gone in his way. He had low boost. Obviously, we've seen from the previous tournaments that, especially the high-ranked players, when they're low boost, they seem to rely on boost a lot. When they don't have boost, they often panic. So especially any low-ranked players in the chat, if you happen to ever play against any high-ranked players, then it's probably a good idea that you take their boost and just control it as much as possible. Because once those SSLs don't have the boost, obviously when they do have boost, it's happy days for them. But when they don't, it's a whole different story. And it is definitely going to be a different story now for Flow, as he probably wasn't expected to be 3 goals down in just over a minute. But that being said, Flow still got time. But Cairo, we do know that he is a very top-tier player. I have heard before. He does like to play in his scrims. He does certainly like to play across a few SSLs, or with SSLs, I should say. But what a match we have here. Let us know who thinks going to win in the chat. Once again, we would love to hear your predictions. We love to hear from each and every one of you. But obviously, Cairo bringing it back now. Might be on the backboard. This is something reminiscent that we do see from Storm as well. Storm does like to bring it on the backcourt as well. So it does certainly show that chemistry between Cairo and Storm. Even though it's a 1v1 game mode, those similarities, it does certainly visualize in good form. But obviously right now, it does look like Cairo's in good form. Going for a few demos right there. Flow being put under pressure. Flow might go for trying to go for a fake there. I think he was potentially faking off a breezy flick, potentially. But regardless, Flow does continue to control it. He has got a chance here. He might go for a low 50 there. Low 50s does seem very common in this sort of rank. That being said, Cairo right now certainly clutching up a lot in defense. It does seem like a lot of people who do play defensive do certainly more than not do pay off, and they do play probably just more efficient, tend to get a few more goals. But yeah, right now, the defensive approach for this gameplay, whether you're going to be playing or whether you're not, and whether you want to learn from future, it does look like the sort of defensive approach works more than the sort of aggressive at this time. Obviously, it can change at any time. But in this sort of scenario, going for those fake challenges, getting those boost pads, those mini boost pads, not the big ones. And obviously, just being aware of what your opponents are capable of. Not aware to the point where you're going to be panicking that they keep going for a double flip reset, but aware enough that you're prepared for what they're going to do. And it does seem that Cairo maybe got a little bit too comfortable there. He is got a quite strong lead right now, but maybe just being a bit more aware of how greedy he does play, because sometimes, especially if you're a few goals up, you can think, oh yeah, it's happy days. But I tell you what, the amount of comebacks I've seen, I think in some of Johnny Boy's show matches, one of the top Rocket League casters, what a shot there by Cairo. But yeah, getting back to it, I was going to say, one of the top casters in Rocket League, Johnny Boy, I mean, he's witnessed people going from like 7-0 down, and 7-0 down to 8-7 up, or 9-8 or something like that. So even as much as that, you can throw. I know it's very unlikely, but it is definitely possible. What is RLCS Challenger means, though? Is it cool? It essentially means top 128 in the RLCS. So if your team of 3v3 does manage to get top 128, then you do receive the RLCS Challenger tags. There's been some speculation saying apparently that the RLCS Challenger tag isn't a well-deserved tag. Apparently a lot of people who apparently literally don't deserve it at all are getting that tag, but obviously there is over 2,000 teams of 3 that do compete in the RLCS 3v3. And seeing so, only about 1/20th of the teams do make it in the top 128. I say that is quite a low fraction, but right now, Mr. Cairo does seem to be converting those goals into very good chances to be winning this match. 1 minute 35 left. And apparently, some people were saying is that RLCS Challenger is GC3 to SSL. I mean, for the most part, yes, but especially even in my lobbies sometimes, in like Champ 3 lobbies, we've been seeing some RLCS Challenger tags there. So I would not quite call off saying that it's only GC3. But that being said, Cairo on the ceiling here. He's not on the ceiling. I meant, wait, what happened there then? And it does seem looked... Oh. All right, Cairo went for a little bit of a greedy play there, and Flo's just let it go in. A few mismatches here and there, but we are right back on track, and it is 7-3 to Cairo now. Anyway, still 7-3 right now. Just over a minute left, and it does seem that Cairo has found his footing. And if he does hold it out, fun fact, if he does hold it out from 8-3 right now, it will be the same result as the previous match between Pulsar and Colin. Obviously, Pulsar getting the 3 and Colin getting the 8. So we'll literally have 2 identical scorelines if this scoreline does say the same. But I feel like there's a minute left. I feel like both players are still hungry regardless. Even Cairo, despite being 5 goals up, still hungry for it. And what a shot there. But Flo does find his footing, and Flo now does find it. It seems like a few times now we've seen Cairo overcommitting, getting a bit safe. I mean, I know he's 4 goals up. I mean, he might just be that good, to be honest, that he has the ability just to be able to let this happen. But I think that's like the 3rd time now. We've seen him generally just almost not give the ball away, but potentially go for a more risky play than that's potentially a bit more questionable rather than normal. But that being said, it will be another shot hit. And it's almost going to be a goal here again. It's going to be another goal there. 9-4 now. And I don't want to be... I don't be putting any nails in the coffins yet, but I feel like Cairo, he might have just found his way to the semi-final. But that being said, Flo, who knows? You've got 40 seconds. I believe 5 goals. That will be a goal every... probably about 8 seconds, I believe. But obviously, he's still got time here. He does go for a double free. It goes for the stall there. Can't even keep up with him. He's so fast. But almost gets the goal there. Does go a little bit wide. And that will be another goal there. Cairo, technically safe enough in waters, but we'll still need to be careful as still enough time. We have seen it, especially in some RLCS level show matches before, that especially even players like Zen have literally thrown 3-goal leads before in this sort of time frame. So you would not put it off just yet. If I was Cairo, still playing safe, not going for 2 greedy plays. And like here, for example, this is a very big advantage for Flo. But that being said, Cairo is just too fast on this occasion. He got that extra touch there. Cairo will be your next semi-finalist. And Flo, good effort by him, but props to Cairo there. He is our semi-finalist. Well done to Cairo. We will be messaging you very, very soon about the next match. But that being said, We have got one more quarterfinal match, then we'll be going to semi-finals, and then we will have the grand finals where we have some of the best players in potentially Europe play. I'm not even joking at this point, but obviously they will be playing for that Corsair merchandise. We'll just be taking a minute break. We will be right back. We are right back. We will just be getting into the final quarterfinals of the day so far. Obviously, after that, we're having a very short break and then getting into the semi-finals. But that being said, we are just making sure both players are in. I believe we got one player in so far. We're just waiting on one more. but they are just joining as we speak. So we are just waiting just a second. I believe we are starting just about now. We have started. Let's get into the final quarterfinal. Let us know in the chat who you think is going to be winning. We've got Storm, one of the most prolific players in these qualifiers, playing against Tom. Apparently one of the best players in Europe, on quote, but he was saying. But obviously we have seen Tom, I think, in the most previous qualifier, from what we know, and also happened to have played him myself. I have to say, he is a very good player. That being said, Storm looking to be punishing right now. He's looking for the first goal here. He does get it. 1-0, Storm. And yeah, what a match we have right here for both of you. We have two very big players in the Rocket League scene, potentially playing for some Corsair merchandise. Let us know in the chat who you think's going to win, whether you're a fan of Storm, whether you're a fan of Tom. Make sure you are cheering them on. It is a best of one match in the quarterfinals, obviously. Only you need to win this match to make it through, whereas the semi-finals, it will be best of 3, and obviously the grand finals, it will be best of 5. You've really got to be earning it, and obviously what a way to do it. But right now, we have got Tom playing in more defense, trying to get Storm to overcommit here. This could be one of the best matches of the day in the quarterfinals, guys. Like, we're watching this in the quarterfinals. We've still got the semi-finals to go. We've still got the finals. So plenty of Rocket League for you tonight. Stick around for a bit. What a shot there. That's going to be in. What a shot there by Storm. An absolute masterclass. He loves going on that back wall. We saw it the other day, and we're going to see it again here. Gets the reset off the bar and slots it right in there. What a start by Storm. And two very high-ranked players here. Almost pro level, I would say, at this point. Like, forget about RLCS. Forget about the off-season tournaments. Like, this is your S-tier tournament for today. And here, another reset again. But Tom will be there in this scenario. And he is still pushing. He will find another goal. And both players, I keep using the word punish a lot, but I tell you what, they are just creating opportunities one after the other. And it does just keep working for both players. They just keep going back and forth. It's what you love to see, really. Really intense matches, and so far, it's an absolute cinema. That being said, let's go for a little bit of a delayed kickoff there by Tom, and it does work in his way. 2-0 down, two all tied up here, and Tom finding his way back. Maybe not the mechanics using there, but he is certainly using his brain. And he does make sure he does hit the center of the ball there, flips into the ball, and obviously controls the ball, and it does work in his way. I think Storm may be a little bit overwhelmed and low boost in that situation. Obviously did get beaten on the kickoff. I know a lot of people say, oh, kickoff's controversial, they're all luck, but most of the time there is distinguishable plays that you can just see. In this case, Storm just allowing Tom to overcommit there, just making him push up, and obviously Storm very tight to it and does find the net in good fashion. That being said, 3-2 right now to the Storm. 3 minutes, 23 left. And it is a kickoff favour this time, technically of Storm, but Tom does keep possession, nevertheless. Now he's got 400 boost. He might go for a demo there, and what a shot there. And Tom scaring away the orange defence there. And Storm doing as much as he could there, but a little bit like how Colin was against Pulsar. We did see that in the previous match. It did seem like, even though Colin was one of the better players in the tournament, he still was showing signs of potentially just being not scared, but just being a little bit overwhelmed by those potential bump plays. And it does seem like a few players, it does happen for that. We're getting a few requests in the chat for a MacTuff reset potentially. Whether that'll happen or not, we'll have to wait and see. But it does seem like Tom maybe losing his footing a little bit there, and ultimately does get punished. Storm 4-3 now. But let us know in the chat who you think has a good chance of winning this tournament. I believe we do have... Who do we have so far? We have Colin, who is through. We have Orkans through. And we do have Cairo, who is through so far. Obviously, right now it could be between Tom or Storm. Right now it's looking more in Storm's direction. But we don't want to jinx anything just yet. 5-3, and what a booming boom. That's all I can say. Booming boom from Storm there. 5-3 as it stands. And someone in the chat disrespecting Cairo here, calling him, on quote, a nerd. I mean, Cairo's got the win here. You got to show respect to him. Last match, I believe he was I can't remember exactly how Cairo was playing, but I do know that Storm is very reminiscent again to Cairo. I believe he was going on the back wall a lot. He was definitely controlling the ball a lot and ultimately just being very mechanical. I believe Storm and Cairo, both teammates from what I know, both very mechanical players. And Orkan making one of our qualifiees on quote saying that Cairo could be one of the potential winners of the tournament. We have to wait and see. We do know that the caliber of people in this tournament is extremely high. And Tom pushing back for a stalemate right now, but see Storm looking a little bit awkward there. But what a match we do have so far of this Showdown Esports main event playoffs. Just going for the kickoff here. It does look like Tom did go for a bit of a slower kickoff there, but it did certainly work in his direction. That being said, Storm for 100 boost. He might be able to go for a reset there. He might be going for a pogo. He's tried to go for the pogo, but unfortunately, he could not quite get that extra bounce. Because obviously for a pogo, I think one of the most prolific players of pogoing in Rocket League is known as Dark. I think Dark's is only like 15, 16, but I tell you what, especially in Fear and Johnny Boy's show matches, he is very known to be getting some really big bounces when it comes to getting those pogos. But obviously, Storm trying to replicate it could not quite do so. I think we did see a very strong pogo from him the other day. But obviously, doing it consistently is literally what separates the men from the boys when it comes to RLCS, when it comes to Showdown, whether it comes to anything lower than that. Because obviously, Showdown Esports is your main event for today. And what a breeze. I think that was a breezy. It was either a musty or a breezy. But for what I definitely know, Storm showing so much aggressiveness and physicality. But that being said, Tom does get a touch hit. Try and go again here. Does get a boom, and we are seeing a few booms here and there. You would normally think that in the high-ranked gameplay like this, it doesn't normally happen, but not too many mechanics happening in this game, I have to admit. We've seen a fair amount, but a lot of people tend to think, oh yeah, high ranks, SSLs, they're all really mechanical. But in this scenario, they're generally utilizing their game sense a lot more. It does look like that way anyway in perception, but obviously Storm, we're perceiving right now, he's trying to go for a potential double tap here. A little bit awkward. It does look like Tom will not be there. And Tom, let's have a look at this again. I'm not entirely... Oh, he went for the challenge there. A little bit of a risky challenge. Obviously lost his control and does get punished by Storm. That being said, 7-5 now. Just over a minute left. This could be the last battle here for Tom in this final quarterfinals. We will be having the first semi-finals at 7 p.m. So right after this match, we will be having a short break. Make sure to grab something to eat, grab something to drink, go to the toilet, literally anything, walk your dog for a little bit, because we have got an insane semi-final match that you need to be prepared for. That being said, Storm off the ceiling here, might go again, and what a shot! Oh my days, Storm. Absolute, he should just rename himself to absolute brilliant masterclass here. ABM, absolute brilliant masterclass. That's the only way to describe it right now. But yeah, right now, Storm and Tom is your players playing at the moment. And could that just be the goal to solidify this match in the quarterfinals in Storm's direction? Next game, I believe it will be Colin versus Orkan at 7 p.m. Just to reiterate for anyone. But that being said, that could have just been the last opportunity here. He's still pushing, but he is low boost now. And he has got no boost and a dream, basically. He's got his last chance here. Can he get it? Storm's just controlling the ball. And Storm will be getting the quarterfinals win here and advancing to the semi-finals, getting one step closer to that Corsair merchandise. Obviously, the top two players do get it. One for the road there. What a game there by Storm. Storm, your semi-finalist. But we will be going back in about 10 minutes or so. A quick 5 to 10 minute break. Thank you for everyone watching so far. Let us know who you think is going to win. We have currently got our top four. We've got Colin. We've got Orkan. We have got the person who just won there. I believe it is Storm. And we have also got... I think Flo did win the previous match from what I know. But yeah, that is our top 4 for now. We will be coming right back. Make sure you guys do stick around and you are ready for some insane matches. Hello, hello, hello. We are right back, and we have got the semi-finals for you today. We have got Colin, and we have got Orkan in this semi-finals matchup. It will be a best-of-3 format now. So obviously, one player does require to get 2 wins, and we are just starting it now. We are going to be showing on the screen. Make sure everyone is watching. We are just getting right into it, and the match is starting. We are right into it. Obviously, we are just going to be showing you the screen right about now. Here we go. It's going to be the first goal there for Colin. He does get right in. We do apologise for delays at the start of the game, but we are right into it. Semi-finals, we got to a very high caliber gamers right now. Both players before the tournament have let us know that they want the hardest match possible right here. And I tell you, we have given the hardest match because we have got some of the best players in Europe potentially playing in this. If not Europe, at least Showdown Esports. But that being said, 20 seconds in right now, and it is Colin 1-0 up. And obviously Orkan getting a save there. Colin being on the way back here. Colin just playing a little bit more defensive right now. Obviously, we have seen a lot of defensive plays. It does seem to work in a lot of people's favour when they do play more defensive. But that being said, right now, he is 1-0 up, so it could be working. But we've still got 4 minutes and 16 left of this first game, so there's still a lot to grind through before we can make any assumptions or any results. But Orkan, what a shot there! 1-0, and the reset off the ball there conserves the boost. And Orkan, he needs that appreciation. He's got that appreciation, and what a goal from him. We love to see it. 1-1 here. And as we say, 1-1. And almost a minute in so far. Let's get some hype for these high-ranked players. Make sure you are sharing about wherever you can. We are 1 minute officially now into the game. It is all tied up. Now, there's going to be a shot for Colin right now. Obviously, Colin, I don't think he played in or participated in too many of our qualifiers, but he did show us that he's a very good player. And so is Orkan. I believe Orkan did win a couple of our Showdown Esports Open qualifiers. And that, I believe, did give him some very good preparation coming into the event. And what a shot there. Like, that's the second goal now that he's got that flip reset. And what a reset for him, honestly. Who do you think is going to win? Who do you think is going to win? Do you think it's Colin, one of the high-ranked GOATs, is going to win? Or do you think Orkan, one of the Showdown Esports most prolific players? We've got 2 very skilled players right here, but only one can make it through. Orkan, 3-1 now. And obviously, it is a best-of-3 here, so even if Colin does lose, he's got another life on his hands. But if I was Colin, I would not be relying on that extra life, though, because obviously, we do know high ranks, they do like to punish. They do like to not give any opportunities. Once you let one game, once you let something through, they're more likely to abuse that sort of power that they do have, especially if they are one game. But that being said, so far, 3-1 to Orkan. Looking for a 4th here, and that's a 3rd reset now. And Orkan, potentially in flow state right now. Is he unstoppable? We'll have to wait and see. But Colin, we know how good he is. But right now, Orkan, what a start. And this match so far, not even halfway in the game yet. This is only the semi-finals. And it is Orkan versus Colin. Orkan, very prominent start here. However, Colin trying to reciprocate it, but obviously it does seem like Orkan has just found his net once again. And obviously Colin, we did see against Pulsar, he tends to not have the best start. However, I would not put off Colin yet, because we do know, and we definitely do know, that he is capable of getting very unlikely comebacks. He will just come at you out of nowhere, and when I say out of nowhere, I mean right there. Gets the goal, and love the chain dashes, by the way. Very, very class by him. Love it, Colin. Showing us some even more content to talk with. But that being said, almost halfway into the game. But 5-2 in this first game. Yeah, this ain't Orkan, apparently. Mr. Collins says, apparently someone's playing on Orkan's account. I do not believe this is the case. I've actually played with Orkan before, and I can tell you that Orkan is an extremely good player when it comes to recoveries in 1v1. That's the main thing I think that separates him from the average players. Because to be honest, if it wasn't for his recoveries, he would literally be like a champ. it in ones. But because he's got those really good recoveries, that's what mainly separates from personal experience. It does separate him into that higher sort of ranks. And obviously now Colin still pushing back, despite saying that it's not Orkan or whatever. He's still getting a good matchup against him. They're both two high caliber players. If one player has a good day and one player doesn't have a good day, it could literally just go anyway. So we have to wait and see. But so far, it's been a good match. And Colin, 5-1 down to now 5-4. And this lead became a whole lot closer in Orkan's favor right now. 5-4. We do have a very close match as it stands. But anyway, we do have approximately half of the game left of this game one. It is a best of 3, of course. Make sure you are watching along. We've been live for over an hour and a half, ladies and gentlemen, as well. So make sure you are letting us know if you're still here. Make sure you let us know who you think's going to win. But what a flick there. That's going to be bar down. Orkan, very, very clinical with the plays right there. Very sublime and very stellar indeed. I just have to note down some of the plays that both players been playing here, because honestly, we cannot forget about this anytime soon. Obviously, Colin known for his slow starts, but then very fast comebacks, whereas Orkan known for his mechanics, known for his bumps, just known for being clinical. So we're also going to obviously make sure we do have a good note of that. Saying that, we are about just over 3 minutes into the game right now. Very good so far. And that will be another goal here from Orkan. It does seem like he does like to control the ball there. Gets a bit of a, not a low 50, but does get a odd 50. And actually, just looking back at that, I did not see that. Not sure what happened there. Not sure if that was a troll. Not sure if Colin maybe panicked in that scenario. But yeah, I mean, it's only first game, nevertheless. So Colin does still have another chance. He's not out of it yet. It's not like the quarterfinals, where he gets kicked out immediately. Another reset, but this time Colin can get a touch to it. Obviously going for a shot here. It looks like it is going to be off the post there. Doesn't quite get it in there. We do continue to see him off the bars. A few shots here and there, but cannot just find it enough for Colin here. Struggling a little bit to find that net here. It does not seem like Orkan was struggling too much to get some shots, as almost did find another. But 1 minute, 10 seconds left now. Getting very, very close still. Regardless of being 3 goals, it does feel like both players are very capable enough of each other. And again here, does get another goal here. 7-5. Now Colin found his footing a little bit. Does get the boost. Controls the ball. And obviously Storm probably getting a little bit too aggressive there. Getting a little bit too greedy, some say. So obviously 2 goal difference right now. And I can't even, literally right now, my mind is racing. And I just can't fathom how close these matches are. That being said, does look like Orkan going for a reset here. Might go again. Does go off the post there. It's saved out. And I was saying 7-5. Now it is 7-6. And what a close match we do have here. Colin almost making a complete comeback here. We don't want to jinx anything, but ladies and gentlemen, this game, at one point, funny enough, was a 4-goal difference from what I can remember. And now it's a 1-goal difference. 35 seconds left. Can they do it? Still pushing up here. And it will be 1 goal. It is last chance here for Colin. Can he do it? He might go for the Doomsday. He's going to get it. And off the wall. And right in. 7-7 right now. 14-goal thriller of 2 very high-ranked players. Forget about the RLCS 1v1 event happening in a couple of weeks. This is the event that you'll be watching right now, or at least preparing for. Hopefully these players do get into that RLCS, because I do believe they have what it takes to potentially even be in there. But yeah, kickoff is changing. It does seem a Colin is giving us some inside info. Apparently, does seem that Orkan is apparently adapting to Colin in terms of his kickoff department. And obviously, Colin does seem to be having a little bit of distress from this, as obviously adapting, especially in this high rank, you need to be prepared for it. You can't just be messing about. We have overtime, though, regardless. 14-goal thriller. And that being said, looking for a goal here. It could be the first goal, and it is going to be the first game to Orkan in this best of 3. And what a 50-50 there. And just watching it back here right now. Orkan finding his way in there. Colin, maybe not the best start ever. Hopefully next game we do see a stronger start from Colin. I do believe Colin has a lot of potential. He is known literally for his slow starts and then recoveries. Obviously, Orkan's very good at his recoveries as well. But right now, Colin, I think in the previous matches we've seen, he tends to have a bit of a slower start. And then towards the end, he does speed up a lot. That being said, we are getting into this second match right now. Let's get into it. Let's get onto the screen. And for some reason, both players are not starting. We do apologise about this. We have a couple of tech difficulties there. Can we restart the lobby there, guys? Sorry, we restart the lobby. Can you put that in the chat admin, please? Because there was a couple of... We will have to restart the lobby there. We do apologise for that. There was a couple of mishaps there. We'll just be 1 second. And we are just getting right into there. But that being said, it is Colin versus Orkan. We are just getting right back into it. We do apologise for that. No, it is going to be create private match, obviously, and then join, just unlimited, yeah, and then back, and then create. All right, we are just starting it right back up, ladies and gentlemen. We do apologise for the technical difficulties, but we are right back right now. I believe the admin, unfortunately, did join the match, and then obviously it did overwhelm the players a bit. But we are restarting. It's not to worry, and we are about to get this game 2 underway. Just waiting for the players to rejoin. And we're having a few discrepancies in the chat right now. Let's try and keep this chat nice and respectful and making sure everyone is fair as possible. If you do have any complaints, make sure all the people who are competing today are, of course, in the Discord. If you do have any evidence or any queries, make sure you are DMing us in the Discord. That being said, we are getting into the next game. And we are just waiting on one player. Both players, make sure you're joining up. Let's get right into it. Both players are in. Let's get onto the match. Make sure you get onto the screen. Because you won't be watching me all day. You'll be watching the players. Sorry, you see me, beautiful me for a second. We are just waiting for the players. Hopefully, we are going to get into this match. As it is about to start. Spectate. And the match is starting. And we are just going to be showing you the screen now. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. All right, first game, second game, I should say, and it is Colin going for a reset there. However, it is saved out by Orkan. Do apologise once again for the technical difficulties. We are right back into these games, obviously. 0-0 right now, 20 seconds in. Does seem like Orkan going for a few 50-50s. Orkan probably one of the stronger players from last game. We were saying already that Colin did not have the most prominent start ever, but I tell you, he did definitely have a good ending. However, he does not have the best start again here. But that being said, he's only let in 1 goal so far, so it's not too bad. Because obviously, in the previous match, Colin did, I believe, went down 3 or 4 goals in like the first minute. So obviously, he managed to make a comeback as well off that. So I think in this case, if he doesn't let in maybe 4 goals at the start, he might just keep it a very close match, if not even take a match. We'll have to wait and see, though. 1-0 down right now, and it's just about to be 1 minute almost in. And Orkan trying to scramble back right now. It's going to be a massive boom there by Colin. And Colin finding the net, 1-1. And already, very good start from both players. I believe both of these players are in the region of Supersonic Legend. So especially if you are low rank, make sure you are watching along these sort of players because they are definitely the ones to watch in this semi-finals of the Showdown Esports main event. Make sure to follow if you haven't already because obviously trying to get to that 50 follower mark to get that Twitch affiliate so we can host some insane tournaments and also get rewarded for it in future. That being said, does get a lovely 45-degree flip there, but he's saved out by Colin. Now, Colin looking for a second. What a screamer, but somehow Orkan is getting back there, and it will be another 50-50. It could be a chance here. Again, Orkan going for a few bumps here. Orkan just showing his pressure. Something we didn't see as much last game. Obviously, we saw a lot of flip resets by him, but we weren't seeing a lot. Apart from that, wasn't seeing too much aggressiveness in terms of demos and bumps and all that. But from what we can see so far in this first minute and I believe 45 seconds, we have seen a lot more physical plays from him so far. And it is still all tied up. And 2 minutes now into the game right about now, and it is still all tied up. Colin now needs to get back. Does look like Orkan's going to go for it, but what a touch there by Colin, just saving it out. So goes for a fake there. It will be a touch there. And again, Orkan trying to get a touch there, but Orkan just playing a lot more patient now. He keeps adapting his gameplay a lot. I think this is something that even Colin said in the chat as well. He does certainly like to change up how he's playing, which is it's good for a Rocket League player. As a Rocket League player, you want to be unpredictable. You want to be mechanical. You want to be knowledgeable. And this is something that Orkan is definitely showing right now. And this could be a key factor as why he's winning. But that being said, going for a few 50-50s potentially here and there. He's low on boost. That being said, Colin has let him overcommit here. Can he get there? No, but what a save again. And Orkan somehow getting back there. And both these players, most people in the tournament, normally expected to be in around teens, normally early 20s. We cannot give an exact thing. I think we know some ages, but cannot obviously confirm that, as we haven't got permission from the players. But what we do know is that they normally are in their mid to late teens, or they are potentially early 20s. But 1-1 right now, 1 minute and 40 seconds left, and that is going to be a flick there. But what a save again by Orkan. Orkan showing that defensive masterclass, a little bit like how he was in the quarterfinals against, I believe it was, who was he playing in the quarterfinals? I think he was playing Foos in the quarterfinals. But that being said, Colin with a second there does find his feet, and he could be tying up this series. We'll have to wait and see. Obviously, let us know who you think is going to be winning this game, if not the entire tournament. Do you think one of these players could win the entire tournament? I don't know. I've got so much to speak about now. I can't lie. I'm so excited to see what does happen in this next minute and 21 seconds. That being said, Orkan, should I go the entire way? Might go for it. Like, this is something that Orkan is literally known for. He loves to control the ball. He loves to go for these not full-field air dribbles, but pretty much half-field air dribbles at least. And he does like to go, obviously, for those bumps as well. We're not seeing a lot of physicality from Orkan overall, but we are seeing moments where it's on-set. It's on-set physicality from him. I think he's going for a bit more of a defensive approach overall, whereas Colin is mainly just going for more of a recovery sort of plays. But he's also going for some mechanical plays here, as he does get the flip reset. It does seem like in this half of the field, it is very accessible for both players to be getting the flip resets. We've seen so many flip resets. Has anyone been keeping count in the chat? We must have been getting at least about 5 flip reset goals in this series so far. It's only been game 2. And some people in the chat saying that apparently Orkan is favourite to win here. We'll have to wait and see about that. But that being said, Orkan has got a little pop there. And a little bit like the Garnacho sort of Panenka shot. I believe he did get a penalty like that before. It just reminds me of that a little bit. And obviously it does work. And it's either him or Marcus Rashford. I can't remember exactly. You might have to back me up on that one. But obviously it will be all tied up in this game 2. Orkan needs to win this game to make it to the grand finals in the chance of winning the Corsair merchandise, whereas Colin looking to tie things all up. Can he do it? 46 seconds remain. And now Orkan does seem to be like a shark in deep waters, coming for the player known as Colin, almost resembling like a seal right now, as he has to dodge a few of those bumping plays. But now Orkan trying to go the entire way. Might be going for a flick here, trying to get in his mind, and does go for the 50-50 there. And this could be a chance here, but he is going to get demoed. It does go a little bit wide. This is Demo now. This could be a shot for Colin. He might have just done it. He's done it. And Colin, last second, finally, out of nowhere, shows the physicality, gets the bump, finds the opportunity, cuts right in. And Orkan just can't get back in time. 11 seconds left now. Orkan is going to have to find something very of a miracle, short of a miracle, I should say, to be able to win this. Now, that being said, Colin does win the kickoff here. Orkan does have possession. It does look like he might be able to go on the ball here unless Colin doesn't give him any space. Hang on a minute. Orkan going for a 0-second shot. Is he going the entire way? He's going to go the entire way, but what a save! And ladies and gentlemen, we go to game 3. And what a match there, honestly. Colin, I did tell you guys, once he doesn't have a bad start, he's going to get it through it, and he did get through it. A very close match, but as I say, he learned from his mistakes. He didn't have a bad start. I think he's a lot more warmed up now, and it did pay off. It did pay off. Colin does get the game back. That being said, the next game does decide who does go to the grand finals. We're getting right into it now. Let's see on the screen. Let's get into it now. All right, anyway, we are right into the match. We do not have game sound present, but of course, Orkan is still looking to get a save there. And it could just be in. I think it is going to be in, you know. It is, and Orkan. We'll have to watch that one back again. I did not 100% see that. I was just looking at the chat, but does get the touch there off the defense, and Colin just seems to have used his boost up a lot more. I think Colin, from what we know, Colin can normally get away with 1 or 2 goals let in at the start. But if he's letting in like 3 or 4 goals, it's not going to look good for him. So right now, I think as long as Colin keeps this sort of like 1 goal down, 2 goals down maybe at the start, he has a very good chance of winning this. However, if Orkan's going for these sort of fakes here, or shots even, at the start, then it could just be an Orkan win here. We'll have to wait and see, but a little bit too early to tell right now. That being said, Orkan goes to reset and off the bar now, and that could just have cost him another goal, and now Colin all the way back with it. 1-1. And I don't want to be making any assumptions, but I have to say, when Colin has a decent start, and when I mean not losing at the start, he does seem to pull through quite well. So Orkan is going to have to really clutch up and get some goals either now or later. Probably sooner rather than later, I should say, if he does want to have a good chance, because we do know Colin will just come back out of nowhere and find those chances. That being said, Orkan does what he's told, finds a second, just over a minute in. Have these players been in RLCS? We cannot confirm it, but we do believe at least one of the players has at least competed in it. I'm not sure if they've actually competed in main event or anything, but they have done the qualifiers. That's what I meant to say. But yeah, both these players, very capable. If they really wanted to, definitely could place well in RLCS. Not maybe top 16, but probably could be placing, especially that top 128. Obviously, top 128, you are still getting that tag regardless. Orkan getting the 3rd hit. And this is a good start now for Orkan. Colin will still need to be getting a good comeback now. He's 2 goals down. He might be able to get away with it. We'll have to wait and see. These players won't see main stage. I mean, no offense or anything, but in RLCS, from personal experience, there has been a few players that have probably been quite questionable. But from what I've seen right now, I've not really seen any questionable plays except from Orkan maybe getting 3 goals up right now. But both players showing their capability. It's all about wanting it, all about that determination, and obviously Orkan seems to want it a little bit more right now. But that being said, we do know what Colin's made of. We are not going to sleep on him yet. We'll be watching a lot on Colin. And obviously Colin now going back, actually. He's playing a bit more of a passive role here. It does seem like Orkan just controlling it, trying to get Colin to overcommit. I think in this match, we have seen Colin chasing it a little bit more, going for a few more aggressive plays. Obviously, it makes sense as he is trying to get some goals back, as he is in 3 goals in deficit. But I think Orkan potentially playing a bit behind the ball now. And potentially
just trying to hold out this win right now because he knows Colin will punish him if he does go for anything too risky. And when I say punish, I mean right here, right now. This is a visual representation of what I mean by punish him. And yeah, it does seem like Orkan maybe got a little bit too, but not too greedy, but I don't think he was quite aware that Colin would indeed push up in that scenario. I think Colin has been playing quite aggressive, but he's also had shown some moments where he also plays a lot more passive. So I think Colin is playing a bit like early in the series. I think Orkan was playing a little bit more unpredictable. I think Colin is trying to utilize that a bit more now. But that being said, Orkan is clutching right back up again, and Colin will probably need to be putting in a lot more unpredictable plays and obviously just finding the net in whatever ways he can do. There's no messing about anymore. He's just got to go for it. And that being said, Orkan looking for a sixth here. It is saved out. And Colin just finding a little touch to it. That being said, another reset there. Might go again. And oh my days, what a save there by Colin. Can he be back? No, he can't. And Orkan, I can't lie, he's on another level right now. Almost double flip reset off the bar. What a save, by the way, by Colin. Really good effort there. But Orkan is just... his recoveries, as I say, that is something that it makes him. It makes him as a high-ranked player. It's something that even high ranks just struggle against. It's what makes him deserve this sort of level in the tournament. Obviously, he's been playing for a long time. And to make it to semi-finals is no short achievement right now. What a save again by Colin. Colin really clutching up right now in some of these saves. But regardless, just seems like Orkan, he doesn't care. He doesn't care. But that being said, Colin does get a goal back right now. Just over 2 minutes left. Let us know in the chat. Do you think Orkan can hold it out? Or do you think Colin, as we've seen before, do you think he can do it again though? Do we think he can make yet another comeback again? I feel like at this time he might have pushed it one step too far. I think Orkan is going in for the kill this game, but it's not over yet. It's not over yet. That's just my opinion. And 1 minute 50 left. It does seem like Orkan just trying to get him out of the way, just trying to really find those opportunities now. And Colin keeping more aggressive now. Before, he did actually play more passive before, but this time he's cutting in a lot more, showing his more aggressive style this time. And he will be on the wall here. He might be going for a 50-50. Could not quite convert there. That being said, Orkan with another shot here. And again, Colin, with the amount of saves right now, he must have had, I believe we can see it on the screen somewhere. It does look like Orkan's had about 3 saves. And obviously, when we do see, he's had a whopping 5 saves so far from Colin. So he is certainly clutching up in this defensive department. But will it be enough? He does need to find some goals somehow. And Orkan, that might just be a goal that does win him. But it's not over yet. It's still 1 minute left. And I feel like Colin has still got some more things to say before he does go out. Even if he does lose, he's going to go out without a fight probably. Go out with a fight, I should say. He's not going to go out without a fight, or he is going to go out without a fight. What a shot there, though. Orkan, 8-3 now. And we've seen this 8-3 result a few times, haven't we? We've seen this a few times now, this result in this tournament. And potentially, it just seems like the Showdown Esports main event is almost like an 8-3 sort of curse. What do you think in the chat? But that being said, 55 seconds left now. And almost going for a 9th there, but it does seem like Colin going for a few bumps here. He might be looking for a 4th. Can he get back in time? Yes, he can. And Colin pushing his way back one step at a time, but it's still going to be a long way to climb yet. And some people in the chat are saying that apparently no Rocket League players known globally. I mean, Zen, Rawas, Vatira, a Monkey Moon. I mean, I would say some players like Zen and Rawas maybe don't have the best ever in terms of their characteristics, in terms of their leadership. I wouldn't say they're globally known for that, but I would say they're known for their stats. They're known for their aggressive plays. They're known for winning the amount of prize money they have. So I would say there is a few players that are quite well known. That being said, does seem like Colin and Orkan certainly making themselves well known in this Showdown Esports main event right now. Both players very good, but it just seems like Orkan has found the edge here. And don't want to say too early, but I think Orkan, he might just be your first grand finalist for the Showdown Esports final main event. But it will be a best of 5. Do let us know who you think is going to be competing against him. Our next match will be Cairo versus Storm. 2 teammates, from what I know, competing against each other for a grand final spot. It will be Orkan getting the win here. What a grand finals spot it will be, hopefully, for him. But semi-finals, really, really good semi-finals to watch there. Well done, Colin. Thank you for the effort put in. But in this case, Orkan does take it, and we will see you very shortly, my friend. Okay, just go right back. We are right back. I do apologise for that. I did just mean to mention the next match will be starting in just a few moments. Make sure the players who are competing next, I will be DMing them, making sure they are joining. But obviously, we have got our next semi-finals match and then our grand finals match. And well done to Orkan for being the grand finalist so far. We'll be back in just a few moments.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is our second semi-final of the night. We are having Storm versus Cairo. Both players are about to get in. Make sure that Storm is joining that orange team and Cairo joining that blue team. We are getting both players right in right now. Can we join team? Make sure Storm is joining the orange side. It will be a best of 3. And of course, Cairo is joining the blue side. We have got both players in. Let's get up, get out. It is game day. Make sure you are showing it right now. Right now. Come on, we've got to show it. Let's go. 5 minutes, and it is match starting now. It is a best of 3, and it will be Storm potentially conceding here. Cairo, what a shot there. Best of 3, and it starts off with a Cairo clanger there. That's a bit of alliteration, isn't it? Cairo clanger. But 10 seconds in so far. What a shot. And what a goal so far. 1-0 down in literally 10 seconds so far. Let us know your predictions. 2 teammates playing together right now. Potentially RLCS level teammates. But that being said, 2 SSLs regardless. And especially if you're lower rank, watching off these people is a very good idea. Or even if you just like watching high caliber gameplay, this is the place to watch it. Good 50-50 off there. Looks like he will be getting a shot there. Cairo, what a start. 2-0 now. And I think both these players do tend to play quite similar. They're known for their full-field air dribbles. They're known for the punishing. They're known for recoveries. Basically what most high-ranked players are known for. But still, I would say that their full-field air dribbles is something that definitely does define them too as a player. And here we go again. Cairo looking for a third here. Looking for the hat-trick. Looking for the turkey. And Cairo taking a big bite into a third goal there. And it is 39 seconds into this next game. Orkan is locked in. One does say, but obviously Orkan is our first grand finalist. So whoever does win this best of 3 series will be playing for the Corsair merchandise, which means Orkan is already guaranteed at least some sort of Corsair merchandise. So something very looking forward to getting, but obviously first place will be getting a significant amount more than second place. So it's definitely worth getting first place in this scenario. That being said, what a reset right here. Not a musty, I should say. So much happening on the screen, but does look like a fake there. It could be a shot here. And it is going to be a first goal back for Storm. And the prizes for this tournament is Corsair merchandise, whether it's keyboards, whether it's headsets, whether it is mice. We cannot confirm the exact prizes yet. There is just a few various items. However, the second place will be getting 1 item, whereas the first place is likely to get multiple items. So all to play for. And first place, probably a lot more worth getting. That being said, 3-1 right now. Cairo looking for a 4th. He might go the entire way, but what a save there by Storm. Might go again here. Does get the touch. Can he go the entire way? It is off the post there. And somehow Cairo, what a prolific recovery there by him. I don't know how he does it, but what I do know is that he might be able to go for a potential double there, but Storm again here does recover in this semi-finals right now. And Storm does find a second now. And does find his footing a fair bit, regardless of what we say now. This match has got a whole lot closer. That being said, we do continue into this match. Any sort of prize queries will be answered after the match, but Cairo right now on his way to be getting some prizes as he is currently in the lead of this semi-finals. 4-2 right now. Almost 2 minutes in. Who will win the event? Let us know who you think is going to win out of these 2 at least. And then we will get right into the grand finals right after this match. We'll take a couple-minute break after this just to give whoever does win this a quick breather just for 5 minutes. Obviously, then we'll start the grand finals. That being said, Storm, only 2 goals out. Trying to go for a few demos right now. Trying to use that physicality to his advantage. That being said, what a shot there by Cairo. I think he got a musty of some sort there.
He didn't actually go for any sort of... He did go for a reset. Of course he went for a reset. It's Cairo. Of course, it's Storm v Cairo. Of course we're going to see mechanical brilliance from them. 5-2 now. And Cairo, what a start from him. And almost halfway into the game of this first game. 5-2 as it stands. And it will be a challenge there from Cairo. It does not seem like anyone is present with the ball. Actually, no, it does seem like now Cairo is obviously back with the ball. I don't know what he's doing here. He had a free chance for a goal. Does seem to be bringing it back to his net for some reason. But I tell you what, he might go in for a musty here. Just trying to control it. I'm not sure entirely what Storm is doing there, but Cairo just showing off right now, doing some showboating sort of skills. And as it stands, 2 minutes left on the clock. Might be a double tap here for Storm. Might go for the triple tap. And I don't know how he got the recovery off that, but that was almost going into a nothing play. But then he somehow turned it into like a semi-nothing play, if that makes sense. But still, regardless, going for so many mechanical sort of moves right now. That being said, Cairo going for the 50s here. Storm going for a few bumps, and now Cairo's going to be way up. Cairo feathering the boost, quite literally feathering the boost, as we can literally see it somehow on the screen. And Storm does get a demo, but somehow Cairo gets a touch back to it. And Cairo, we haven't seen this guy much play, but I tell you what, this is someone you don't want to be sleeping on at all. And this is just the semi-finals. He is looking very strong right now. He's got an open net. Can he finish the old way? He gets the pogo, I think. Let's watch that one more time back. I believe it was some sort of pogo here. He did bounce off the... He technically did a pogo and bounced up at a plan B, I believe this is called. And wow, 6-2 right now. And Cairo utilizing pretty much every mechanic possible, right? It's almost like a freestyle 1v1 right now. Not exactly. Actually, I think they might be going to freestyle 1v1 as they are giving plays. But that being said, Cairo is actually not giving them any space whatsoever. So it won't be a freestyle 1v1. Obviously, we want to be making sure both players are trying their best here. So, probably a good idea it's not a freestyle 1v1. But that being said, Cairo going for a few... I'm not entirely sure what this play is exactly. I think he's just going on the side. We don't see these sort of plays often, but it's certainly very skillful from him. Cairo, he's certainly been trying that a few times over and again, I can tell. Storm turtling a little bit right now. And... does look like Cairo might have this first game under control. That being said, 39 seconds into the next match, and it seems like Cairo will be going for just a few mechanical sort of shots here. He might be able to open net. It's going to be in. Storm does get one back, but that might just be a consolation for him. Hopefully, that won't be his last. But he's still got another chance after this. It's not over yet. That being said, 7-3 now. And it will be 25 seconds left. Let's see who can do it. Storm. He's got kick-off possession here. He's going to go on the wall. He's got 400 boost. He might be off the wall, off the ceiling. Gets the shot, and actually, hang on a minute. Storm, out of nowhere. 7-4, 17 seconds left. Very unlikely at this point, but he's certainly showing that it's not quite over. Just hang on a second, guys, because we might have something here. And on the kickoff here, he does get the boost. Does not seem like Storm. He's going to go for the kickoff there, but he is going to go for a shot here. It's going to be another shot there, and 10 seconds now. Hang on a minute. We might have ourselves a game. Hang on a roly mo, because Storm is going to take a lot for him right now, but oh my word. Can he do it? It does seem like Storm has not gone for the kickoff there. I'm not entirely sure why he wouldn't go for the kickoff there, seeing so you got 10 seconds left and you probably want to be pushing up. That will be the first game to Cairo. Obviously, unfortunate to Storm. Hopefully, he can make a comeback in the second game. But for now, Cairo will be your game one winner. And obviously, both players very good there. I believe they are teammates to some extent. And obviously, very good game so far. We've got one more game, at least, in the semi-finals to be watching. But we will just be getting the second game just a few moments. Let us know in the chat as well who you think could be winning this semi-finals. Right now, Cairo is looking one of the stronger players of the match, but who knows? Storm has shown that he can definitely get some ceiling shots, he can get resets, he can get good recoveries. So it's not over yet for him. Let us know in the chat though, and obviously the winner of this will be playing Orc. And that being said, ready up, let's get into the match, and let's start this game 2 of the semi-finals. I believe both players have not actually... Oh, no, they have readied up? No, I don't think they've readied up yet. So we've got a couple of seconds until we do start having a quick breather, it does seem like. But in the next 10 seconds now, they will be playing the next match. So let us know again who you think's going to win. Storm wants... Come on, guys. Finish off the series. Finish off the series. Come on. And obviously getting into the matches. Let's go. Game 2. It does seem like Storm's got a shot here. And it will be on the wall here. Just take it as practice it, because we're having a couple of the odd player or so claiming that they want to forfeit, but I don't think this is the case. I think they should stay in here. At the end of the day, whether you're winning, whether you're losing, if you take that equation, you've always got to be getting some practice in. I believe playing against a top caliber player such as Cairo or Storm is very good experience, no matter what rank you are. So regardless, keep it going. It's only 2 more matches at max. Let's keep it up. That being said, does seem like Cairo controlling there, and for some reason there, it does seem like Cairo does get the first goal. Bit of an own goal there, I think, potentially. Who's better, Storm or Cairo? Well, Cairo is ahead right now, but obviously Storm, I believe if he does put in the effort, he does try, he will have a good chance of making a good comeback here. So it's just whether he wants it enough. If he wants it enough, I believe he definitely has the opportunity. But now Cairo 2-0 up. And we will be having 49 seconds in so far. Just waiting for these matches to be done. And then we will have the grand finals underway. Obviously between Cairo and between Storm. We've still got yet to play so far. There will be a bump there. Obviously getting the 400 boost here. Might be able to go again. Might be able to go on the ball here. He looks like he's going for mechanical play here. Does seem to be driving precariously about. Does not seem to be worrying too much about his opponent challenging for him. His opponent giving him a lot of space right now. That being said, he does challenge for it there. Well, we are still finishing off this game anyway. We've got 3 minutes left, regardless of the result. And 2-0 as it stands. Cairo versus Storm. Obviously, grand finals will be starting right after this. So far, Cairo is looking to be the winner so far. We'll have to keep waiting and see. But that being said, so far, 2-0 as it stands still. And both players still playing. And Storm going for a shot here potentially. Might go for a fake there. Might go the entire way. Might get a double tap. And Storm comes back with something. And certainly not something to be forfeiting about. If you're capable of that, then you're capable of getting more goals. And I think this game is not over yet. 2 minutes and 55 left. And let's keep this match going. 2-1, 2:55. And the kickoff win will be in the favour of Storm here. Storm going for another shot. He's saved by Cairo. It does seem like he is trying to control it there. He's quite a low boost here. Going on the wall here. Might go for a hook shot. Does get the hook shot. What a hook shot there. And it does seem like another demo there. It will be another shot here for Cairo. Cairo 3-1. And a lovely little sort of demo play there. Cut right in. And ultimately, good start here in the first half of the game for Cairo. 2 minutes 30 left. Let's see what we can see. Regardless of what's happening here, maybe Storm can cook up some good plays for us, even if he's going to go out losing. Let's see what Storm can do. And that will be 4-1 now to Cairo. But obviously, we're still here to see some insane mechanical plays here and there. Hopefully, we do still see some more resets. We do know that Storm and Cairo are known for their field air dribbles, their flit resets, their insane recoveries. So even if maybe one player or both players aren't fully committed into trying, at least we can see some good plays by them, because I'm certainly sure they do like to show off their mechanical brilliance. And Storm getting a bit of a weak 45 flick there, but goals are goals at the end of the day. 4-2 is the score so far. Obviously, the winner of this will be playing Orkan. There will be two potentially SSLs playing in the grand finals right now. So something to watch very much. But that being said, Cairo, what a flick by him, 5-2 now. And 2 minutes left. Hopefully, we do see some more goals on the board. 7 goals so far, though. It's been a very goalie game. That's the only way to say it. But it's 5-2 now, 2 minutes 17. And it does seem like Cairo does fake the kickoff hit. Now Cairo on the ball, trying to go all the way in centre. And he has got 400 boost here. And Storm does go for a massive bump on him there. Trying to go the entire way, but it does seem like Cairo going for a flick here and there. And it will be another touch. He might be going the entire way. He might go for a reset. He does get the reset. He's got a pop, but Storm's there to save it. Now Storm pushing up once again. Almost being demoed by Cairo there, but does dodge it just about. Now, just over a minute left into the game. Storm potentially looking for a few consolation goals here. Does get a shot, but Cairo does manage to save. And that being said, we do still have ourselves a game on hand of some sort. As Storm now going for a reset. Almost gets it, but Cairo's just there again. And now Storm has been the boost taken off him. And Cairo with the control now. 400 boost. He is waiting for Storm to come his way. Cairo just letting him overcommit to come his way. And Storm obviously realizing this, try not to push up too much either, as he obviously doesn't want to be pushed up himself. That being said, Storm going for a potential redirect there. Could not quite convert that, but that being said, Cairo trying to get some off the ball plays. Now Storm might go for a pinch. Tries to go for a pinch there. We've got 35 seconds left of this game. Does look like Cairo might just be taking the grand finals here. 30 seconds left. But let's just see what these players are made of in this last 30 seconds. And obviously, Cairo going on the ball here. Does get a 400 boost. Might be able to control it. Might go for a reset. Does get the reset. Might go again here. And what a shot there. Just a millimeter over Storm. Storm's left the mat. Storm doesn't want to do anything to do with it. Well done to Cairo. Cairo and Orkan will be your grand finals matchup. Well done for Storm for getting this far. Obviously, being the winner of a couple of our events. But that will be it for now. And we will just be cutting to a short break while we do get the grand finals sorted out. Thank you everyone for watching so far. We've got Orkan and we have got Cairo. They are guaranteed to be getting some sort of prizes. However, Orkan or Cairo will be getting much more prizes if they do win the event. So whereas second will only get one small prize. So it's really worth playing for now. And we will see you in approximately 5 minutes.
Hello, everyone. We are right back with this grand finals now. We've had hundreds, potentially, of players competing in these Showdown Esports qualifiers, and then we've got down to 16 players, and then we've got down to 8 players, and now we are down to our final 2 players. We have got Cairo, we have got Orkan. It's going to be a best of 5. It's going to be an insane grand finals. Thank you for everyone who has been participating in these tournaments, watching along. It's been such a good run in this semester for university. Because obviously, this is a university project, and we do appreciate all of you for participating. That being said, we have got the players ready now. We can't wait to see them. We've seen some really good plays off them, and hopefully, we are just getting into there right about now, or in a few seconds. Hopefully, both players are in. We are just double checking to make sure. But anyway, let us know what you think of this entire tournament. What do you think's good? What do you think could improve? All those sort of things. It is much appreciated, as we could use any of this feedback in some of our reviews that we do of this entire tournament and this entire event that we have been doing. Regardless, though, it is a best of 5. Cairo is in. The matches have started. We are into our grand finals. It is Orkan, it is Cairo. We've got 2 very high-skilled players playing, but only one can get all those multiple items of Corsair merchandise, whereas the runner-up will get still something, but probably not as good as being that ultimate winner. That being said, though, I believe Orkan has been playing a lot of times. I've spoken to the guy before. Really nice guy, really chill guy, and yeah, I believe that he's happy just to be here, to be honest. And then obviously we've got Cairo as well. Haven't known a lot about Cairo, but we do obviously have seen in the previous match that he's very mechanical. He definitely knows what's up, and he's here to punish. He's here to punish. He's not here to mess about. And of course, as it stands, it is still 0-0. It is best of 5, so first person to be winning 3 games will make it. It is 8 o'clock p.m. GMT right now. We were supposed to start at 7:45, so we are probably a couple minutes behind schedule, but regardless, we are pretty much on schedule, and it is 0-0, and hopefully everyone has been keeping up so far. But what a shot there by Cairo, and just gets an absolute boomer out of nowhere. Gets the 400, just gets a boomer. I don't think Orkan was expecting him to really go for the ball that quickly, to be honest. That being said, 1-0 now.
And thank you to everyone watching so far. The winners of this, they are playing for some Corsair merchandise right now. It does seem that Cairo going for the flick there. Does work for him. But unfortunately, is saved by Orkan. And now Cairo cutting in. Again, this is something that Zen tends to do, the professional Zen. He does like to cut. He does like to generally cut in. He likes to cut. He's a very sort of tight player. That's the only way to describe it, really. But obviously, Cairo does seem to be showing moments of this as well as Orkan as well. And now, what a shot there. It does go a little bit high. And now Cairo might be going for a few mind games here. Does not quite make it, but Orkan now. 400 boost. Looking to potentially go for some sort of flick here. Cairo just playing a bit more of a shadow defense here. It's gone right over. It's gone right over Cairo there, and Orkan, very smart plays there by him. Is it optional whether you want to take the Corsair? Well, it is there for the winners to take it, so if I was winning it, I would not be turning it down, as it is some very good prizes we do have an offer. But that being said, Cairo and Orkan all tied up right now. And it is a 50-50 going in the way of Cairo here. Cairo does get the full 100. And now Cairo might be going the entire way. Might go for a reset. Might go again. But it is saved again by Orkan here. That being said, Orkan does punish. And Cairo essentially just trying to get a little bit too mechanical right now. I feel that he's very confident, which is good, right? But obviously when you're going for a lot of mechanics, you're going for a lot of aggressive plays. At some points, whether or another, if you just cannot recover from using a lot of boosts, going for a lot of resets, going for a lot of mechanical shots, you are going to get punished. And in this case, obviously, Cairo has done. But Orkan again here might be going for a flick. He almost does so, but unfortunately does go a little bit high. That being said, he does go right in his net, in fact. All tied up again in his first game. And it does seem that Cairo does get that touch off the ball there. I think Orkan maybe just playing a little bit careless in that position there. As good player as he is, I do feel that he did give a little bit of a free not a free opportunity, but a fairly big opportunity to Mr. Cairo there. That being said, Cairo going for another shot there. It is going to be a shot, but it is saved again by Orkan in this scenario. And obviously, Cairo going for an open net, but he couldn't get enough momentum on that shot there. And what a demo there by Cairo. Cairo might have an open net here. Can he go the entire way? He's looking for a 50-50, but somehow Orkan gets there. It's going to be another shot again. Orkan just saving it one after the other and somehow gets over it. And now Orkan letting in another goal. It's going to be 3-2 to Cairo. And obviously Cairo's start of the game, we saw a little bit of a few weak plays off him. We thought we didn't really see the best ever start from him. Obviously, both these players are really good, but we didn't see the best ever start from Cairo. But it does seem in the last minute or so, he has shown that he's a very strong player when he wants to be, and obviously it is working for him in his favour. That being said, Orkan might go for a flick here. Oh, and off the bar there. And what a save once again. It could be a shot. It's going to go wide again, and this is something we do see a lot from Orkan, a lot. He gets an awful lot of shots, but it just feels like tonight we have seen a fair few times where he's hit that goalpost and he just can't convert it as much as he probably anticipates. That being said, though, Orkan very like to convert this and does so with retrospect. Obviously, 3-3 right now, 1 minute 14 left. And it could go literally anyway at this point. Both players seem to have their ebbs and flows. But it's just whether, it's just literally who wants it more on the day, or it could just literally come down to making one mistake. One mistake could literally be the difference between both these players. And right now, that could be a mistake for Cairo, as he has overcommitted there, but no, again, Orkan's missed the open net, and now Orkan's going to get punished, and again, with these open nets, sort of, not open net necessarily, but just the shots where it ends up hitting the post. It's just happening multiple times now, and Orkan, it's really costing him a few goals, more than he probably wants to be having. But that being said, 4-3 right now, and it might be a flick here for Orkan, trying to go the entire way, but it is saved again by Cairo, and now Cairo looking to punish, and there could just be a fifth. It is going to be a fifth for Cairo. 49 seconds left. But I can tell you, Orkan has probably still got more to say. A little bit like how Colin was. He was a little bit like how Colin was. Despite going down a lot, he is still capable of getting more goals, having that resilience, and obviously just creating those opportunities. That's really what you want to be doing as a high-ranked player. If you're just leaving those matches, if you're a couple goals down, the resilience is going to really show it. It's not going to go in your way too much, and that respect probably isn't going to be quite there. That being said, Cairo does get a sixth now, and this game, it is looking more one-sided in Cairo's direction, but obviously it's a best of 5, so even if Cairo does extremely well in this tournament, he still has to win at least 2 games to be making it after this. So it's definitely not over yet. It's only the game 1. Now, obviously, Cairo on the ball here. Might go again. Might go for a demo, and it's going to be in again. I think Cairo with a very good start to this game in general. I think he has the momentum for this game. Whether he'll have the momentum for every game, we'll have to wait and see. But I do believe that Orkan does have very high skill ceiling, and I think this might just be an unfortunate first game for him. That being said, Orkan does sort of get the kickoff win, but Cairo is extremely fast. He does somehow get there, actually, despite losing it. This could be an 8th now, and it is going to be in 15 seconds left, and I believe it could be game 1 to Cairo. That being said, let us know in the chat who you think is going to win. So far, obviously, Cairo with a good start, but we have to wait and see. It's not going to be over yet. Orkan still has plenty of time left, and it's nothing to sleep on at this moment in time. And this could be game 1. Right now, it will be to Cairo. But best of 5, of course. We don't want to be sleeping on Orkan. We know what he's made of. He hasn't just made this grand finals for nothing. He knows what's up. And hopefully we do see some more mechanical brilliance and even some game sense brilliance in the next match. That being said, both players ready up. We are getting to the next game. Let's get right into it. And let's get some Rocket League up and away. Transition now. Let's get into it. We do apologize. That was a couple of plays a little bit slow on starting. But we are right back into it. And now Orkan. 400 boost. Can he do it? Oh, what a shot there. And what an absolute screamer start for the Orkmeister. No, the Cairo Meister, I should say. As he does get a very prominent start. But that being said, 1-0 right now. Game sound should be on. And it will be 1-0 right now. 10 seconds in. It's going to be a flick for Orkan. Could not quite get it. Cairo is just there. And it will be a potential shot here for Orkan again. Orkan, despite being 1 goal down, is showing his more aggressive stance at the moment. Let us know in the chat who you think is going to win. No, we've still got a few people here in this grand finals. The winners does win Corsair merchandise. What a double there from Cairo. Can he finish, though? Yes, he can. And 2-0. And yeah, right there, utilising those cuts, certainly reminiscing some of those Zen plays. Maybe not quite Zen's caliber, but he certainly has got that Zen sort of motivation. Showing off. That being said, 2-0 still. Orkan looking for a first here, and Cairo going for a squishy save there, which is normally quite risky, to be honest. But in this scenario, he does get away with it, and Orkan maybe not being too aggressive on it. So does get away with it in this stance, but can he do it in the future? We'll have to wait and see. That being said, just over a minute in now, and we will be getting right in this second minute of the game, where it will be still 2-0, but it's not over yet. And of course, Orkan still looking for his first goal. It could be a third here. What a double, but what a save for Mr. Orkan right there. And still minute and a half in now, still looking for that goal. But obviously, still pushing. And obviously, creeping up to halfway into the second match. But still, it will be Cairo who is in the lead, going for a reset there. Might go the entire way. It is saved. And 2-0, looking for a third. Could not quite do it. Orkan going for a potential play here. Controlling the ball. Might go the entire way, but saved again by Cairo. And 2-0 as we stand. Yeah, both players in this tournament, they've definitely shown their brilliance, especially Orkan showing the brilliance in getting the first goal of this game. Second game to be specific. Almost halfway in. But yeah, in terms of Orkan, been showing up to most of the qualifiers. Definitely is very committed as a player. We do have a lot of respect for him. And yeah, he's one of the contenders to be winning right now. He's already won something. So yeah, very well deserved. And of course, Cairo on the other side, not been competing in too many qualifiers, but regardless, still have seen him many times getting some insane shots, a bit like that one right there. That being said, does seem like Cairo is still 2 goals to his name and only 1 goal up still though, so it's not a close match so far. But hopefully we could see some more potential here from Orkan. There's Cairo controlling it there. He might go for a shot. It does seem like Cairo is on the wall here. He might be going for some sort of flit reset. Does get the flit reset. He might go again here, but now Orkan's got there, and Orkan's got a touch, and it's going to be all tied up. And finally, we see Orkan. And I don't want to say finally any sort of disrespect whatsoever, because Orkan is playing extremely good right now. But obviously, he was down for quite a lot of this match. But that being said, he has found his way through, and he does keep pushing forward. Hello to everyone in the chat right now. Let who think's gonna win. Let us know who you think's gonna win. Cairo does find the third now. Does win on the kickoff there, and is it just a? I think we did see it in one of the previous matches. I think he was just showing how strong he is. He's very strong in those 50-50s. And yeah, he's definitely been to the gym at some parts of the recent days, very likely. That being said, Cairo now looking for a flick. Might go for a low 50. Those low 50s are just dirty. And of course, Cairo, it's going in his favour, of course. 4-2 now. Orkan, still possible, but it's going to have to be a long, long way to work back. And hopefully we do see some more plays from Orkan here. We've seen it once. Hopefully we'll see it again. Let's keep it going. And now Cairo being put in defense. Can he go the entire way? He's got a touch there. It's going to be in for Orkan now. And Cairo, maybe not one of the best plays we've ever seen from him. But then again, Orkan with his unpredictability does manage to overwhelm Cairo essentially. He does manage to place it. That being said, it is 4-3 right now. There will be a flick, and it is another save here by Cairo, and Cairo, he's just so clean and tight with it when it comes to those defensive plays. And it could be a goal here, but Orkan is back in time. That being said, it does look like Cairo is potentially one of our match winners at the moment, but it's not over yet. He's gone for a low 50, but this time Orkan doesn't get caught out by it. Another 50-50 there. So many 50-50s. It's so back and forth, but Cairo gets a touch to it, and now he's on the ball. He might go in for a pinch there. Might go again. He does get a touch, but what a save there by Orkan. He does keep going. And 4-3 now. It could be in. It's off the bar again. And both players just constantly going at it. Does seem that Orkan is being pushed under pressure now. Can he get the goal? He's off the bar again, and Orkan, he's got an open net. Can he do it? He's going to get a shot, but no! Somehow again, Cairo somehow managed to get back. I don't know what happens. I don't know what's happening. Hang on a minute, and Orkan's just got tied up all again. I actually have no idea what's happening right now. But what I do know is that Orkan, he's finding his way forward. And what a match we've had so far. 4-4. And we might just be having overtime now. Few seconds left. And I believe we might be going to an overtime. And it is going to be overtime. Game 2. And the player who does score the 5th goal will be the winner of this game. It could be Cairo. It is going to be Cairo. And straight off the kickoff there, straight on it. And Cairo, let's watch that back again. And Cairo did not even hit the centre of the ball. He did technically hit the centre of the ball. He was just very strong with it. I think Cairo, that's something that separates him from other players. He's just very strong those 50-50s. And obviously, it is going to be another Cairo win. Cairo needs to win one more game and he's won the entire tournament. That being said, Orkan does need a reverse sweep now, so it will be a lot of resilience he does need now. That being said, some really good games so far. Some very close matches. I think both these games have literally been like a 1-goal deficit. And I do believe we are getting into the next game now. I don't know why we're not joining exactly. I don't know why we're not... both players aren't in. We haven't transitioned. Okay, here we go. We are in. That being said, we are into the game now. Eventually, and both Cairo and Storm and Orkan are in, and Cairo does get the first goal there. That being said, he is too quick indeed. He is too quick. And Cairo, just honestly, you've got to hold him down some way, one way or another. That being said, does look like Orkan trying to get a cut here. He does get the cut, and he does something that Cairo has done the previous games. He does get that 1 goal back now. And obviously now, Orkan just saw that Cairo's going a bit greedy there, going for that big boost, and he saw the opportunity. He was like, you know what, going to cut in, going to get this goal. And he does do in fine fashion. Come on, Orkan. People do say in the chat, let's get some hype for Orkan. He is 2 games right now. Let's get some hype for him. Make sure everyone does cheer on him. Especially, obviously, we're not trying to be biased here, but Cairo definitely has been showing a lot of brilliance right here. And he is 2 games up. He's looking to get that 3rd. That being said, Orkan might go for the musty there, but it is cut out there by Cairo. Now, this could be a shot. It is going to be on target. It is going to be in. Of course, Cairo does get the 2nd goal there. That being said, Cairo looking to be getting a sweep here, but Orkan, I still thought there's room in the tank for him to keep pushing forward. 2-1, and we have got ourselves 45 seconds into this 3rd game, I should say, game 3. And then Cairo going for a few fakes here and there. Ooh, it could almost be in there. Orkan could not quite finish. I'll tell you what he can do. He can go for a goal here, and I think he is going to get the goal. He is going to get it, and we're all tied up there once again. And nothing amazing there, just simply getting the boom, booming it right in, and ultimately, that's what you really need as a player who wants to make sure you're winning your games, because he hasn't been winning his games so far, but he's certainly on track to be either doing well, if not winning this game. Donna Jinx and the thing, of course, but what a save there by Orkan again. And Orkan looking for a goal here. He is going to go ahead for the first time in this game. And Orkan now hopefully feeling a lot more confident in game 3. Yeah, as we see, obviously, does seem like Cairo does like to sometimes push up quite a lot to the point where he's overcommitting. He tends to get away with it most of the time, but other cases, he doesn't. But in this case, it's not too much to worry about him. He is 2 games up right now. He's only 1 goal down, and I'm sure that we're going to see more from him in this game. But also, hopefully see more of Orkan as well, as he does get demoed there, but... Now, can Cairo go for the potential goal here? He's going to go all the way. Potentially, he does get the bump, and what a bump in play there by Cairo. Very physical with it. And ultimately, it's what you need at this sort of rank, especially when you're a sort of disadvantage in terms of goals. You need to be going for some more of those cringe plays, some say. But goals are goals at the end of the day. And it is 3-3. 3 minutes and 14 left. Can he do it? Now Cairo going on the ball. Might be over for a Doomsy. Doesn't go for the Doomsy. Doesn't get the demo though. And now he's showboating on the goalpost there. And Cairo... We need someone to honestly come in here and not be letting him do stuff like that, because showboating like that is just disrespectful, some could say. But that being said, does seem like Orkan now trying to avoid some of those bumping demo-y plays, because obviously we have seen that a lot from Cairo, especially in the second half of, or the first half of this game so far, I should say, as we're only 2 minutes and 30 seconds into the game. But that being said, does seem like Cairo playing more of a slower stance. I wouldn't say he's playing as fast as he was earlier, but obviously Orkan here looking for a fourth potentially. Might be able to go again here, but no, Cairo does get there in time. He might be able to go again. He might be able to go for a reset. He might be able to go for another one. He's not quite there, but that might be an own goal. And no! Orkan, the awareness goes to 0, and unfortunately, it does result in an own goal. I don't think Orkan was quite expecting to get such a hard touch off that. It will be an own goal, but it's not over yet for him. Cairo looking for the sweep, but Orkan looking for a goal back. And for some reason, he does get a free goal back there, pretty much. And we do continue. Just over 2 minutes left. And of course, all tied up. We have said that a lot of times today. But it is what it is, guys. We're going for another flick here. Cairo's got a flick. It's going to be off the bar. Can he recover and go again? Does go a bit wide again. He might be going again, but Orkan will be there on this occasion. And now it does seem like Orkan might be going for a flick, go for a low 50, but Cairo reads him like a book, and he does not get faked. But that being said there, Orkan try and go the entire way here. Might go for almost tried to go for a pogo, but couldn't quite get his car all the way down. Therefore, was just going for more of a recovery play. But almost been trying to demo there. We've seen Cairo this match. He's suddenly become a lot more aggressive in the sort of demo-y sense. We've said this a couple times, I think, now. This could be another shot here. Could be a shot, but what a save again by Orkan. This could be a goal for him. It's gone wide. And certainly something you don't want to be looking at twice if your name is Orkan. That being said, what a save there again by Orkan as well. He's got 4 saves this match so far. And obviously to only Cairo's 2. Cairo not been too aggressive this game. But he's been very aggressive this game. That's what I meant to say. He's not been too defensive this game. He's mainly been pushing up, getting those shots, and might be looking for another shot here. Does get the pop, goes for the Doomsy. It's going to be right in there. And Orkan giving him a little bit too much space there, I think. I'm not sure if Orkan even anticipated that he would actually get that recovery there. But yeah, Cairo very fast to the ball. 5-4. 40 seconds left. This could be the final road now, depending. But obviously, Cairo is in favour to be winning. Orkan just behind with 1 goal disadvantage. Might be seeing Cairo as the winner. But obviously, Orkan still looking for that 5th. That being said, 6-4 right now for Cairo. It is 21 seconds left. It is almost the end of the tournament, potentially, for Orkan. He's his final chances now. And it is his final chances. Can he do it? Quick, quick, quick. Literally quick, quick, quick. As it is 6, 5, 4. He gets 1 goal back. Can he do it? 4 seconds left. We need some for the winner. We're gonna have some celebration music, of course, but still got 4 seconds left. We're not gonna put it off yet. But that being said, 4 seconds left. Can he do it? Orkan versus Cairo. Final chance. Now Orkan's on the wall. He's got the 400 boost. He's going to go the entire way. Potentially, no. He's gone for a fake play. It's going to be an own goal. I don't know what's happened here. Ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a 0-second goal. And it's been an own goal there by Cairo. I'm not sure what happened there. And essentially misflipped out of that. But we do have overtime in this game 3. Now it will be Cairo going on the ball here. Might be going for a reset. Might go again. He's going to get the goal. And Cairo is your Showdown Esports champion. And well done to Cairo. He's fought all the way. And what a reset to finish off there. Well done to the Cairo master. GG's all in the chat. And had to end it with some fashion. What a finish there. And obviously, well done once again. He will be getting the Corsair merchandise. I wish we had some pictures for you, but unfortunately we don't have any official pictures. But if you do search up Corsair, then obviously you will be able to know for in future what it's going to be. But we will be contacting the winner and the runner-up. Well done to everyone competing. Make sure if you did participate in this event, you do let us know, and we will be able to shout you out on the main Showdown Discord. There's everyone for competing. We couldn't have done this without you. We do appreciate you so much, whether it's production, whether it's social media, whether it's myself commentating or normally the co-commentator. We put this event together, and hopefully you guys did enjoy it. We might have something similar in a month or so. We'll have to confirm on it, but regardless, thank you for everyone participating in this tournament, and we will be saying goodbye to you for now, but do stay tuned for future tournaments. Catch you later, guys. See you later. Well done to Mr. Cairo again, and also Orkan for just coming behind, but good effort regardless from everyone. See you later, guys, and have a good day.